If the company who makes my prosthetic is watching this, hi, I'm sorry. My husband just texted me to ask me what I'm working on, and I don't have the heart to tell him that I'm turning my arm cover into the nasty patty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chaos. I saw, I think it was yesterday, a video of somebody on TikTok turning one of those hamburger, piggy banks into the nasty patty from SpongeBob. And it just struck a chord in me, and I was like, you know what? I have this cover that I was already painting for something else, and I don't see any reason why I can't just turn this cover into the nasty patty from SpongeBob. Now look, I know that it's not the ideal shape for this. I know that it's not. So we have to decide if we want to do it like vertically or horizontally. I think we might want to do it vertically. Yeah, I feel like vertically might be the way to go. But first, let me gather some supplies. So I don't have I have a bunch of random stuff around the house that I'm hoping I can use to make this work, because I have not gone out of my way to buy anything for this project. I don't have the ability to buy any more supplies right now, so I'm hoping that I can find enough things to make this work. So I'm gonna go search for supplies, and I'll be right back to show you what I have. Okay, I'm back and I have gathered some supplies. Now, bear with me, it's not ideal, but I think we can make it work. So, looking back at the nasty patty. Nasty patty from SpongeBob. Nasty patty, parentheses, food. The nasty patty, here it is. So, it's mostly this horrendous light pink color, which I already actually have. It's a little bit more Pepto-Bismol pink, but I think I can easily just put one coat over this of a lighter pink, and we'll be good to go with the color. There's these nasty little, I don't even know what that is supposed to be, coral little sprigs of something coming off. Now for that I have, bear with me, I have a vision here. So these plastic daisies, the actual flowers come off, then you're kind of left with these little stems. So I think I'm just going to pop the daisies off here and cut this part and kind of stack them on top of each other. And if I paint them, they're kind of a pinkish brown color. If I paint them that color, I think that'll work just fine for those. For the patty itself, it's sort of this I don't even know how to describe it. It's sort of a spongy, nasty green color. So I have this felt. I have two different shades of green felt that I think I might try to use. I might try to use this and try to paint some extra texture on there too, just to really make it look nasty. There's these white bubbly things coming off of it, which I think I can just use my glue gun to kind of make some bubbles and then paint them white. And then same thing for these little nasty boil things on the top. Ugh, they're so nasty. I think I can use my glue gun to add that texture as well. And the last thing is the little hair sprigs coming out of them. Ugh, black embroidery floss that I think I can make work. So, here we go. Let me just get this brain out of the way. Oh my god. It's fine, everything's fine. That's looking better. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. In the meantime, I'm gonna start popping off these daisy tops. Oh, they're coming off way easier than I thought. And I actually have a use for these. I'm gonna put them on a different arm cover that I've been working on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna paint this. It's a brownish pink color. I mean, basically the same color as the bun, but a little bit more brown, I guess. Gotta say, painting something small like this, not super easy. At least not without getting half the paint to stick to my arm. Okay. Third little sprig here has been painted. Okay, so while that dries, I'm going to try to figure out how to turn this into the burger. Let's see, how thick do we want this patty to be? Probably like pretty thick because we're going to do it vertically, right? So maybe like... Oh, I forgot about the lettuce. Oh, what are we gonna use for the lettuce? Maybe some plastic. I might have some plastic laying around that we can use for the lettuce. Okay, let's focus on the patty. It's very green, like neon green. So I don't have any styrofoam. I think styrofoam would work pretty well. I don't think I have any. I'm going to try to put little tiny dots of glue on the felt and just see how it looks, see if we like it. Okay, the glue is all sort of meshing together, if you will. So, small beads would also work. I don't have those. I do have air dry clay that I could use to make some texture, but I don't have the patience. Alright, I couldn't find anything else that would work as like the texture on this thing. So what I did find was like this spongy material. I'm just gonna try and see what it looks like if I try to sponge on like a slightly different shade of green, just for some dimension at least. So because it's felt and the felt already has a texture, it sort of cancels out the texture on here. Alright, new plan. Let me try a smaller brush here and a little bit of plain black paint. And let's just see what happens if I try to paint the texture on to the felt. Okay, I mean, listen, it's not going to be perfect, but if we give the illusion of some bubbles here, I think it'll be fine. Alright, this is going to take me a minute, so I'm going to finish painting these little bubbles on here, and I will be back after that. Okay, I'm back, and this is now dry, and so I initially made the patty, like, too thin, so what I ended up doing is just making a second piece, because it took me so long, and we just kind of have them stacked. And I think it's fine. I mean, whatever. It's not going to look perfect, but who cares? We are going to glue our patty on. But before we do that, let me just double check. Okay. Oh, right. There's these little nasty purple things that sort of run over the patty. Okay, I can get some embroidery floss and put that on there. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, it's actually really pretty, like ombre embroidery floss, but you know what? I think it's gonna work just fine. If the company who makes my prosthetic is watching this, hi. I'm sorry. Okay. There we go. We've got just like some... Yeah. And then we've got this other piece over here. So here's the first piece added on. We've got this other piece over here that's sort of like... So it's a little bit more forked. Ouch! I have Mambo number 5 stuck in my head, and I have no idea why. That happens surprisingly often to me, even though I can't even remember the last time that I listened to that song. Get off of me, you're in my way. Okay. Again, not perfect, but I think we get the job done with that. So next, we have these like nasty white bubbles. So I think I'm gonna try to recreate that just by dotting some hot glue on there and letting it dry and then painting it. So let me see, it's kind of right in the middle here. Okay, we're gonna let the first bubble dry a little bit at least. And in the meantime, whoa, I'm also going to put some dots of hot glue up here that we're gonna paint to look like the gross boil looking things up top. I can see it starting to come together, and it's really, really gross. Okay, we've got our dots going here, so I'm just gonna keep gluing these, and I'll be right back. So I got sidetracked. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. So while I was gluing these little dots on here, I went ahead and just added a little bit of embroidery floss up here and up here. And I cut out some felt that looked like lettuce leaves and glued those on. And then I glued on the stems that we painted earlier. I think it's starting to come together already. I did have this little spot here where I had a bit of an issue with well, it wasn't an issue. It was poor planning on my part. I started to put like the little sauce spillover right here, and then I realized, oh, that's not actually the bottom of the patty. The bottom of the patty is down here. So I peeled it off, and it peeled off some of the like latex-based acrylic paint that I had there. So we've got some funky texture. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet, but we will figure it out. On top of this lettuce leaf on this side, there is some more nasty yellow sauce. So I'm gonna add a little bit more hot glue to that, and we will paint that. Okay, here's where we're at for now. I think we're gonna set this aside for a bit and let it completely dry, and then I will come back and we'll start adding some paint. Time for the moment of truth. Oh my. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. Here is a closer look. I'm so sorry about the quality of the audio and the video in this video. I had an issue with the microphone and I need a better lighting setup. I'm gonna try to do better. But anyway, here's how this turned out. I think it's fun, it's ridiculous, and very on brand for me. Well, folks, I think, on that note... Oh, and I got paint on this. Well, shit. I think I'm gonna let this finish drying, and we're gonna call it a day for today. Thank you for joining me on this weird little adventure, and I think I'm gonna try to style this with an outfit. If you want to see that, let me know. If you have other arm covers that you think I should make, also let me know. I clearly have no limits on what I'm willing to do, so goodbye!